All right, another week, another release from Scream Factory. It is October. We've got a lot to cover. So this week we're talking about the Blob in 4K. How did it turn out? Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris. Thanks for stopping by and watching my 4K review for the 1988 film The Blob. So this is the remake of the original Blob from the 50s, which I am a massive fan of. I love that movie. Almost dropped the steelbook. That would have been bad. The movie itself, I don't remember a lot from it, or going into it, I didn't remember a lot of it. And watching it, I'm like, oh, this is a fun movie. I like the Blob eating things, you know, just rolling down the street, gobbling shit up. So this was a fun movie to revisit for me, especially this time of year. All right, so let's get into this 4K steelbook, and then we'll talk about the video and the audio, the special features or lack thereof, and if I think you should pick this up. So we won't be able to say for long these are Best Buy exclusive steelbooks because they're getting out of physical media. I'll link the video up there where I talk about it. Most of you may know by now that they're not going to do it. There are pros and cons to that. I don't really care either way. These are just going to be non-exclusive now, or Scream Factory is going to sell them directly, which is typically what they do. I don't know. It's been weird that they've done some of these Best Buy exclusives. So this and Pumpkinhead were both exclusive. I do have a video where I do review Pumpkinhead, so I'll link that up below so you can check that out if you're interested in that. That's a phenomenal. That's probably my favorite thing that came out this month, and probably the best transfer out of everything else. It looks incredible. So let's get into this video. So this is a new 4K scan, but it isn't done by Scream Factory. This is actually done by Sony themselves, and Scream Factory is using the transfer. So it does look good. This is a 4K scan with HDR Dolby Vision added. The Dolby Vision does add a lot, especially when you get to that creature section. The pinks really stand out. Your reds really stand out. Overall, the HDR does do a lot and add a lot to this video. This is a very grainy movie, as it was shot on 35mm film, but the grain is all intact. It doesn't get blown out or anything like that. It does look incredible. So this is another solid release from Scream Factory this month, and they're knocking it out of the park. All right, so let's get into the audio. This is the same 5.1 mix that was on the Blu-ray before, and it sounds really good. It does hold up. Now, I wish they would do more audio upgrades on these re-releases, but it seems as of late, a lot of these Scream Factory ones are very bare bones, and you're not getting a lot other than the jump to 4K, which some of these movies I do not own. I do not own the Blob from Scream Factory, so for me, this is a no-brainer as I don't own the movie. But for some of you that own it from the Blu-ray to the 4K, you're gonna have to think a little bit more than I did. Now, I popped in the Blu-ray and I popped in the 4K, even though that does have a new 4K scan on it, you can still tell the difference. You can still tell the difference in quality, as the image on the 4K is just a lot sharper and it's a lot cleaner than the Blu-ray is. And I have seen the old Blu-ray. It's been a while, so I don't want to speak to it and say, oh, it's way better, because I just don't remember. But as it is currently, as I compare the two with the same scans, I still do think the 4K version looks wildly better than the Blu-ray. I also have an OLED TV, so some of the things may be different for you than for me. Packaging, check. Great packaging. I think it looks incredible. It does have this little reflective stuff, which I wanted to talk about. So the Blob itself does have this like little reflective sheen. I don't know if it comes across on the video, but the little red parts of this are kind of reflective in a deeper color than the rest of it. So that's a standout. That looks great. And special features. There aren't any notable ones. These are all the ones ported from the Blu-ray. So again, if you already own the Blu-ray, this is a tougher sell unless you want the steelbook. Now, if you're upgrading because you want the 4K version and you want this nice badass steelbook, then I would recommend you pick it up. But if you're not, and you're just like, well, I already own the Blu-ray, and I don't know if I want to upgrade to this, maybe you can wait. Maybe you can wait. If you're just going to get that slip-covered version anyway, maybe you wait till a sale, maybe down the line. There are much better things that I would pick up, like that Pumpkinhead release this month. So again, that's going to be for you to decide if it's something that you personally would like to upgrade, but I think it's well worth an upgrade or purchase if you don't already own the film and you do want that uptick in clarity with Dolby Vision, and you're getting the same great track that was on the other disc. Man, I think that's it. I think that's it. Like I said, overall, this movie's pretty fun. I did enjoy going back and watching it, so if you like this movie, it's a no-brainer you picking it up. Again, you'll have to decide. Blu-ray, that's for you to decide. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your hard-earned money, but let me know down below, are you going to be picking this up? What else are you excited for through the end of the month and into the year, like the Ring and the Dead Zone and Silverbolt. We got a lot coming from Scream Factory still, and the other boutique labels. A lot coming from Vinegar Syndrome. They're doing incredible work, you know, doing the Lord's work. But that's all I've got. I'm gonna link all my 4K reviews at the end of this video. I've done a ton on the channel. Last week, I think I did 5. We did the Halloween trilogy. We did Pumpkinhead. We did My Bloody Valentine. We did a ton, Megan. We did a ton of stuff on the channel. So definitely go back and check all that out if you missed it. I did a video about Best Buy. They're no longer gonna be selling 4Ks or physical media as a whole, so you can check that out. I've got a ton of reviews on the channel. I did Friday the 13th for Friday the 13th. So definitely check that out as well. All right, I've belabored this enough. You're probably tired of hearing me talk about what else I've done. So go check out all those videos. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more and keep up to date with what I do here. Hit the bell, notified, all that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like the video, share it with anybody who likes horror or physical media. And I will talk to you guys in my next review.